Here comes Mirai, a member of the Research Society and a firm believer in science. Would you help the inventor learn about scientific Mahjong, Girls Kiss Girls? Got the laughter.
Girls Kiss Girls.
Fair enough. Okay. Are you ready for our pre-intro activity?
Yes.
It's time to be a normal podcast.
What?
Because I have someone in my... Soulmates is now just a podcast where there's always someone in my apartment specifically. Because I have a person in my apartment, and this messed up our recording setup. We have to go to time.is, and we have to clap at the same time. Are you ready? So that I can sync the things.
Okay, I'm at time.is.
Okay, clap on 30. You don't have to clap, Herb.
Mm-hmm.
Clap.
Okay, great.
Okay, that should be good enough to sync our tracks.
That should be good. We'll do it again after the break.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now we're a real podcast.
Now we're a real podcast.
Now we clap on time.is instead of using a backup track to sync like a good podcast.
Uh-huh. My clock is 1.5 seconds behind.
Wait, what?
Well,
where does it say that?
This is what time.is has told me.
Oh, your clock. Well, that's why we're using the time.is clock instead of your clock, which is total garbage.
I guess.
Your clock is
my
dog shit. But like the
time.is
clock
1.5 seconds behind.
We can't sync on that. Oh my god.
How does this happen?
It's just your clock just sucks ass.
It's my laptop.
Sorry, but it just does.
Ash's laptop.
Why does my laptop's clock suck ass?
I don't know.
Who can say?
It's because you've got too many large-scale Souls-like installed.
By which I mean Honkai Star Rail, Infinity Nikki, Uma Musume Pretty Derby.
Uh-huh.
That's already too many, honestly.
That'll do ya.
Those are some large-scale Souls-likes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely Souls-like.
Sorry, I'm waiting for the time.is clock to roll over so I can see my system clock roll over 1.5 seconds later. Oh my god, they're right. It is 1.5 seconds behind. God damn.
I still can't believe Final Fantasy Origins Stranger of Paradise is, like, 50% bigger than Elden Ring, but I digress.
I know!
It's crazy. Anyway, should I do the intro?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Hi, welcome to... Hello and welcome to Soulmates, where we talk about all our favorite guys in all our favorite games. I'm Ivy Fox. You can find me on our sister podcast, Together We'll Shine, an Utna rewatch podcast. I need to check in with Pandora about what's going on with that, but she keeps saying we should watch more Utna, and so we will at some point, but there's plenty of backlog. And you can find this podcast wherever you get your podcasts, including YouTube, where you can leave us a nice little comment and like and subscribe. Not because you listen to us on YouTube, although if you do, that's fine. But just to help out our metrics. And you can also find us on your podcast app of choice, where you can give us a little 5-star review and so on and so follow us, which also helps our metrics. The algorithm, it controls my very soul. So go tell it that I'm doing a good job.
The algorithm.
The algorithm.
The algorithm.
The algorithm.
The algorithm. I'm sorry.
Joining me as always from across the beach where our shipwreck happened, teaming up with me to climb to the peak of a mountain, along the way, I'm too tired to remember what my intro bit was exactly. We're going up the mountain. It's a peak joke. Something, a lot about living, a little bit love. Joining me as always, stuck in the tropics, is Ash.
Help!
Yeah, no, just imagine
I
that.
fell off the vine!
Just imagine that, but with locational audio of Ash falling right next to your left ear.
I was trying to grab it as I jumped because Ivy told me to be sick with it, but I missed. And then I died.
You just hit E.
I tried. And so that's where you can find me. I'll be on the forest floor, dying in the fog. You'll never find my body, and I was holding the cure-all. You could also find me. If I was holding the cure-all, you would think this wouldn't have happened, but the problem is that I suck. You can also find me at ko-fi.com/asherlark, and I run the show's social media at soul-mates-podcast.tumblr.com, and you can support the show by going to ko-fi.com/ivyfoxart, all one word, and that helps with our hosting costs, which get higher every month, because we're incorrigible.
Mostly they just get higher during Limbus Company months because we upload too many episodes at once.
That's true. I think we should do I think we should be able to pull the audio from Peak, to do a Peak cast, where we just play Peak and nothing else. And it's just an audio-only session of Peak.
Is this our new sister podcast?
Our new sister podcast, Peakcast.
Peak is huge, and, like, this would be extremely easy to do in that it basically only requires playing Peak and not any editing. So we can talk. Ash, we can talk.
Could be interesting.
And then I didn't introduce Burb.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was too busy with Peakcast.
Don't worry about it.
Someone else is in Ivy's apartment.
Uh-huh.
I can't see him.
Motherfuckers are
I'm
always in my apartment.
House.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
But we're joined by Burb, and the flow of the episode still requires Ash to introduce Burb, so, so it goes sometimes.
Joining me as rarely, across the same beach where it's a plane crash, not a shipwreck, but Ivy did say shipwreck, so
I
going
say
with it.
shipwreck?
You did say shipwreck.
Sorry, I've been thinking about Titanic a lot.
This is true.
Where the plane shipwreck was, is also someone else merged into the same sort of digital form as Ivy, functionally, because I have him muted on Discord. It's Burb.
Hello, it's me, Burb. You can find me, missing the chains in the caldera.
Fuck.
Because I have 5 frames per second.
I'm the only one who knows how to hit E to grab a thing.
I don't know, you're so mean to me.
You set up the joke! You didn't have to set up a joke about you failing and dying while I made it and was super sexy. You could have said
It's
literally
just true.
anything else. Don't put that on me. Come on.
It's
Not
just
to mention,
true.
lower frames literally makes you move slower. So fun. Anyways.
So fun.
Otherwise, you can find me devotedly following this podcast's Tumblr at burb1486 in lowercase.
You don't even have to type that into Tumblr. Just go to
Just
our
go
Tumblr.
to Soulmates.
Just go to the Soulmates Tumblr. And
Go
then
to
scroll down.
soul-mates-podcast, and Burb is already there.
I'm already there.
Yeah, Burb.
I've been
Burb
here
is
the
in your
whole
apartment.
time.
Burb is in your apartment. Burb
Call
is
me
behind
Sam
you.
Reich. All right. I don't do much else on on my Tumblr besides follow the podcast, so follow at your own risk.
Do you do
Maybe I'll have an
anything else on your
independent thought.
Tumblr?
Burb does some other things.
I do like one or two other things
Yeah.
in total,
Fascinating.
ever.
You can find Burb playing Genshin Impact. Bottom text.
True.
Do I post about that? No.
No, but you can
I
find him.
Sometimes you send Tumblr asks about it.
You can find him in your
Okay.
house.
You can find Burb if you look.
This season
Right on that tree.
This season of the podcast, we're talking about. I almost said Limbus Company. We're talking about Mahjong Soul, a blend of classical Japanese mahjong with cute and appealing anime girls, right?
Other ways.
Yes.
Cute and appealing anime girls with classical Japanese mahjong.
A blend of cute
Oh,
and
well.
appealing anime girls with classical Japanese. Listen, it's a blend. Does the order really matter? Anyway, in their words, not mine. Today we've been out walking around the city for like 2 days in a row, and so I'm kind of tired. Burb is not tired, but I'm tired because I'm tired.
I'm
like in general.
indefatigable. I think that's how you say that word.
Yeah, Burb is indefatigable.
True.
I like it because that's not how you say it, but you can get away with it.
you can get away with it if you,
You can
need
get
to.
away with it.
Anyway, we're talking
And
about
he is.
Yes.
yeah, Burb is famously not gay. As
I think
implied
there's two. I think it's a double negative at the beginning.
in the Okay, Burb
You can't
famously
be-
is gay.
Yeah.
Anyway, today we're talking about Mirai. This is the first, so I have history with Mirai. Which is this is the first character I ever pulled from the gacha. She was quite new when I pulled from the gacha. This is the first character I ever pulled from the gacha, and I kind of hated her, and I still haven't bonded her up. She just like I've really like not being sort of forced by like, you know, if you only own one character, you want to click on her and then you can zoom in really nicely. If you only own one character, you're kind of obligated to run that character so that you're not running a default character, right? And so I got incredibly sick of her stupid outfit and her stupid emote sets and just kind of that she's stupid. However,
She's a member of the Research Society. Be nice.
I mean, she's also a member of the National University of Fuuchi Mahjong Club, which I quite enjoy. I'm fond of the national. I love that there's like some world building in this game and some I love that she plays Mahjong with Yui Yagi on the regular.
And
That's very
she
funny
plays
to
Mahjong
me.
with Yui Yagi, Hinata, and some other bitches that nobody cares
Yeah,
about.
some guy that we haven't talked about and nobody cares about. But like with some space, after spending some time not being like forced into like spending time with Mirai because we happened to crash land on the same deserted island together, there are things that I appreciate about Mirai. I have lots of complex thoughts about Mirai. I think she's fun. I think her character is fun. She's sciencey in a fun way. She makes all sorts of stupid mahjong gadgets for no reason. I think at one point in her voice line she like makes a bunch of like robot like mechanical Turk AI mahjong opponents, but they kind of suck for some reason that I don't quite
The
remember.
Mahjong Club wanted all the newcomers to be able to practice independently, so I made Mahjong tables equipped with an AI battle system for them. Something seems to be wrong with the setup now. Do you want to come with me to take a look? I heard the newcomers are feeling devastated during training because the AI is too strong. Maybe I shouldn't have said it according to Yui's match data. Who should we use as a benchmark instead?
Uh-huh. She made AI hard.
She made AI hard, oh my god. Famously not real in Mahjong Soul.
Anyway, so I have complex thoughts about Mirai, as we'll get into, but me and her have a history. Is an important establishing shot.
I think she's fine. I've been looking at her a lot lately. I really like her emote set. This is the thing which I find most appealing about her. But, like, I have qualms with multiple things about Mirai in general. But I did a quick look over her, her outfits, before we started. And I am finding some things that I have less qualms with than I thought. But, like, we'll get there.
I hate her emote set to play with. I like some individual emotes in it. We'll get there.
She has a violence emote, so I'm predisposed to like it.
That's true. Wait, which one? Oh, I see.
Wrench.
Yes. Wrench. Burb, thoughts on Mirai?
She's a character, certainly. Eh.
Okay, fair enough.
Fair enough.
I don't have particularly strong feelings about most of the characters in this game.
What?
What? I thought you were a
Why did we
podcast
even
super
invite
fan.
you on? So
Maybe
you like
I will-
Mahjong Soul?
I'm here
Name
so that I can
15
form
characters.
an opinion about this character.
So you like Mahjong Soul? Name 108 characters.
108, that's how many there are?
I think so.
Yes.
One mon, one mon, one mon, one mon, two mon, two mon.
It's a pretty good joke.
Characters!
Yeah,
I
because
like this joke.
characters.
So,
That was
36.
decent. Should we get into the woman?
I think we should get
We
into
should
the
get
woman.
into the woman.
I might censor that. That's a bit much.
Okay.
I think I have to censor that, but I like your chutzpah.
Thank you.
I like the spirit, kid.
It's like there's a line between, like, anyway.
Yeah.
Moving on.
And Mirai
Understood.
loves to straddle that line. If we look at Mirai's default look, which on the website is currently listed as default look. By the way, it didn't redirect me from mahjongsoul.club
No, they changed
today.
the default URL back to mahjongsoul.club.
I think
you
that
think
both
they
of them
heard
exist,
us?
coexist.
I wouldn't be surprised if multiple people complained, because, like, it's just easier. It's just an easier and better URL.
Hold on.
Thank God.
I
Honestly.
believe. Hang on. Yeah, Burb is checking. I believe you can still go to mahjongsoul.ov.
Yeah, it's still real.
MGSDB dot
And it works
something.
just the same. It just defaults to Japanese.
It always defaults to Japanese now.
Yeah, mahjongsoul.club
Oh, really?
defaults to Japanese as
I've
well.
not had that.
It used to
Maybe it-
autocorrect to your local language, and then it stopped doing that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wait,
This is
here's
a really
my
good
here's my
one.
new here's my new headcanon, actually. I think that Mirai is the person who runs mahjongsoul.club. She's very enthusiastic about, like, slickness and new features, but is also constantly kind of fucking things up.
Yeah, this is a classic.
Yeah.
So this is my new headcanon. Anyway, default Mirai. First of all, if you untie the fun fact, if you go into the character viewer in-game and you grab the scarf around her neck with a finger, with your mouse, and you pull it and untie the scarf, then her head will fall off and she'll die.
That's true. Exclusive Mirai lore.
And then there'll be no one to run the wiki.
And then there'll be no one to run the wiki, so please don't.
Please don't.
Things I really like about this design, because I've decided to let someone else cover the rest of it. Things that I really like about this design. Her big, puffy, cropped jacket.
Uh-huh. It is a classic.
It rules so hard, is the thing.
I'm generally in favor of this design, because it has a kind of, like, not necessarily Final Fantasy per se, but, like, is kind of Final Fantasy, but just sort of, like, JRPG, sort of, like mechanist class kind of vibe to it. In a way that I really enjoy. It's got lots of stupid metal bits and lots of stupid belts that cross over each other and little pockets and shit. She has these big, thick, chunky soled boots. That, you know, I really like her boots, actually. I think her boots are so fetching, and also, like...
Her boots are awesome.
They're so practical for a woman in this game, but they're also so stylish and fetching. I don't know what the fuck is going on with her in general. Again, I've spent years thinking about what is going on with Mirai in general, and I've still never figured it out, but maybe we're about to figure it out. Yes, but her puffy jacket is a great start. It has these crisscrossing belts. It has I love the red flares at the cuffs that match
the shoes, yeah.
Yeah, that match the shoes. She fucking, like... I genuinely like her big briefcase that looks like
her big briefcase rules.
With all these gears,
this like standard of like inventor design where they just have a big fucking bag. I especially like when the bag is a gun. But this doesn't seem to be true of Mirai, which is fine.
Unfortunate. But
I'm imagining it in my mind.
What I think her briefcase looks like from this view, this like gear thing, it looks like one of those puzzle box games that you constantly get recommended on Steam. Or at least I do, where you open like a sort of fractal puzzle box, and this is a layer of a puzzle box. I don't know what you have to do, but you gotta do something.
And it's got a big one pin in the middle.
It does.
This is the box that they had to open in order to go to the party in Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery.
Yeah.
It literally is.
I should watch that.
You should watch that, and then you can fact check my joke and be like, they were right.
Yeah, I believe it.
I like her goggles that are like visibly a little bit worn. I mean, eventually we have to talk about her top, so I suppose... Oh, also,
I don't want to. I really
important...
like her pose. She's holding her bag up in this nice way. Weirdly, her glove on the hand that's holding the bag is the type of glove that I hate.
It is. It's like...
with two fingers missing.
Well, first of all...
the most inconvenient two fingers.
Oh, wait, hang on. I'll tell you what it is. It's a reverse bowling glove?
That's incorrect. A reverse bowling glove would have it over thumb, middle, and ring. Because you hold it like this.
No, but it's over her middle. It's empty. Oh, what? Oh, I thought you held a bowling ball like this. Is she just wearing a bowling glove?
No, that's not a bowling glove. A bowling glove would only cover the index and ring.
Okay.
This is just like in Limbus
ring,
Company.
The pinky.
This is just like fingers. In Saki Side A.
This is not like Saki Side A.
Anyway, I don't know why it's a fake bowling glove. I don't know why it doesn't have enough palm. It's weirdly kind of the least inventory part of the outfit. Like, why does she have a flimsy little glove on?
I don't know.
I don't even know why it's there for an image reason. Like, there's enough stuff happening and, like, contrast in that area. Who can say?
It frightens me.
It's a little bit frightening.
But I do still like her pose in general.
Yeah, it's a good pose.
Yeah, I'm honestly kind of a sucker for this kind of like kicking up my back foot in excitement kind of pose. This is of the sort of default poses that you give to a woman. This is amongst my favorite. What else can we talk about?
We can talk about the center of the belt. Why is that a Kartana from Pokemon?
It is a Kartana from Pokemon.
A what?
Hold on, let me show you Kartana from Pokemon.
Okay, I'm being shown.
This is good audio.
Yeah, everyone Google Kartana from Pokemon so you can play.
Unless you already know what Kartana from Pokemon looks like.
Look at this guy.
It is
it's the same thing.
Yeah,
well, it's a little different, but like it's the same.
It is fascinating.
Right under the boob.
That's where she
supporting.
Motherfuckers in the Dream of the Red Book Chamber need to shut the fuck up. Mute conversation for 3 hours. Also, Kit needs to shut the fuck up. Mute for 3 hours.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yay.
Kit. I know that you're talking to me about Deltarune, but I'm literally in the middle of recording. Anyway, so that's not the top. That's the belt. What else isn't the top? How do we feel about her? How do we feel in general about this, like, oil slick fabric that a bunch of her shit is made of? It's really weird.
It seems like it would be uncomfortable to have on your body.
Is it supposed to be latex or leather? Or is it just, like, shimmery fabric? Like, I genuinely... It
would make the most sense to me for it to be some kind of, like... Some kind of non-fabric object. I can't... I'm imagining it as latex, and, like... Just having those little creases in it, if it's latex, is freaking me out.
This does not make sense, is the thing.
But it wouldn't be latex because it's not one piece. It's like striped into, as if it's like a fabric. So is it just like a shimmery fabric? I guess
I don't know.
Not that we're looking at her top, but if you look at her hips, it does sort of crinkle more like a fabric. Is it just
you're getting close to the danger zone.
Sorry. Is it just like a semi-sheer fabric?
I guess. I mean, it's just black cling film.
I guess. It's just black cling film, but shiny.
I guess.
Anyway, I don't hate her. Ignoring that this fabric is, like, insane to look at and incomprehensible, it looks like it does kind of have the aesthetic of, like, it's shit that comes from the other side of the fog and Annihilation, you know? So maybe that's what it was. I kind of like these thigh belts. We gotta stick them with a thigh belt. They're nice and, like, durable and heavy duty. They have some fun, like, noticeable wear and, like, jank to them. And they have these little pockets where she's got screws.
This is a good thigh belt.
I don't hate the asymmetry between, like, she's like a JRPG character. I don't hate the asymmetry between the short sock and the stocking, although I do think it's really funny that the short sock is also made of the weird Annihilation fabric, and also it just kind of terminates in a line. Like, they kind of forgot to draw a top to the sock.
Yeah, I know.
It just stops existing.
Done now.
I
really... I don't know why I've decided to be a prude today. I've decided to be a prude today. It's not that I don't want to talk about her top. I mean, trying to think about the mechanics of this, like, this bust is making me lose my mind. It's just like, I've decided to be a prude about her camel toe and also her crotch lines.
See, the thing about her camel toe is that the camel toe is not necessarily a camel toe because there's just a seam there. And so whether or not it's a camel toe or there's just a seam there,
the problem is you have to zoom in.
I understand how the top works. Like, it's a pair of overalls that are holding this fabric in place, and the fabric does look just barely substantial enough to hold her boobs in place if she walks slowly. But
I don't get the sense that she would walk slowly.
No, is that she is taking a bounding step right now. She is going to, like, fall from this little jump she's doing, and those are gonna bounce right out. However, not to get a little bit too heavy on the imagery. However, I've never liked this top. It's stupid. It looks stupid. It looks uncomfortable. I get what aesthetic they're going for, which is like, she's got kind of this sort of like, fabric top has sort of like a, workshop wife beater kind of energy. The overalls give her an inventor energy. I get it, but it is like the most cursed outfit construction of all time.
It really sucks. I also can't... It seems like the top, like, the bust goes into the jacket and becomes part of the jacket.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
It looks like a fucking... I don't even... I
don't...
Help!
That looks like a missing line.
Honestly.
Honestly.
Let me out!
I don't think that's what happens. I think the top and the jacket are both just kind of tucked into the belt.
There needs to be a more distinct line then.
Oh, yeah.
I
do feel like they are just missing a borderline a little bit.
I also think that if they're gonna give her a wife beater and make her show shoulders, which, by the way, I'm famously pro. Famously pro shoulders. Then they have to give her real musculature, which they didn't at all. Her shoulder is coming out of... help me!
She's kind of a stick figure ball-jointed doll.
She is. Her neck is very thin, which is normal, relatively. And her bust is very large comparatively, which is normal relatively. But her arm...
Yeah, it is kind of a shame. Like, I feel like... the body dynamics of her torso are a little bit fucked, but not too fucked. I feel like her legs are drawn pretty well. They look like...
Her legs are nice, yeah.
Her legs look like they have both fat and muscle in appropriate places, which I always enjoy.
They're very long, but that's, like, par.
That's normal. But they have fat and muscle on them, which, shout-outs. But, like, yeah, her shoulder is just not... I don't know, my question is do the artists that draw this art learn how to draw shoulders from looking at like relief ads for emaciated children? That's always kind of the energy that I get, It's just, she's so pointy. I can't look at it anymore.
It's really scary.
I'm gonna look at this swim top. This swim top is bad. It just doesn't fit her. Like,
no.
I understand that you want to show these pubic lines, but you're wrong. You should just show them by having the pubic line be the line of the swimsuit, like normal. This would be so I can't describe too much why this would be uncomfortable, but it's supposed to like follow a natural curve in your body, these kinds of things, and instead it's digging into a big hunk of like fat.
Listen, your body, and I mean you, listener, is constructed perfectly to wear a swimsuit. I don't care who you are.
God built your body to wear a swimsuit.
God built your body. Listen, you have like a divot that where your hips can rest weight. You can rest an elastic band there, or you have the lines of the crotch. Whatever you're wearing, it's perfect for swimsuits. And what they've given her, you can see it visibly stretching, like,
I know. It's like visibly like rolled up for no reason. And it's like, why would you do this to her? Again, I feel like Mirai, like, her face is nothing super to talk about, but this image overall, like, composition-wise, has so much energy and, like, life. It's got this, like, There's like a little triangle of stuff on the right, with her hand and her leg, and like a little triangle around the suitcase on the left.
She's in,
and it's like
she's
it's a
basically
very
in contrapposto. She has relaxed arms, relaxed limbs on either side, and tensed limbs on either side.
Yeah, and she's so vibrant and nice, and her face is kind of a nothing burger, but it's still pleasant. And it's like she's got such a clear character and such clear energy, and then they just like put her in garbage clothing for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like
except for this jacket, which still rules unequivocally.
The jacket does rule, but you could just anyway. Again, there are parts of it that I like. I'm just like, they could even just do like this same basic idea, but like make it normal and functional, and I think it would just like still piss people off, but I think it would be totally fine.
Simply make it clothes.
Just make it physically function. Sorry, Burb, you do have to be a little bit of a bully on this show to get over me and Ash's kind of
because we're obnoxious.
We've been doing this for like a year and a half now. You gotta get ahead of us.
Yeah. I will say, I want to talk about how this hair looks wonderful. I like how it looks like little tornadoes.
Yes.
However, this would be so impractical in a workshop. That shit is getting caught into every single machine.
You're not wrong.
Tie that shit back.
Tie that shit back.
Tie that shit back.
It does. Again, this is part of the reason why I'm like, a lot of things, like her unclothed legs I don't think that she should be wearing a flame retardant jumpsuit, because her aesthetic is not like real inventor. Her aesthetic is like inventor mage, you know?
Mm-hmm.
She's hitting a real sort of science fantasy kind of thing.
Very artificer.
Artificer, yeah, that's what people call it. Artificer, mechanist, whatever you want to call it. She builds a little turret, and that's what she does for your party.
And that's what she does. People.
And so it doesn't have to be like...
Are you building little turrets?
And so I agree with you, but also where she's at, I do like the hair because it really captures this sort of like tornado of invention. Oh, my session is timed out. Oh, that was a different tab. It really captures this like tornado of inventor kind of thing where she's whirling around. She doesn't even curl her hair in the morning. She just sort of spins around a lot, and it does that.
And it does that.
It just does that.
It just does that. I really like it. This is just because I'm a sucker for this particular hairstyle. Like impetuous princess of vaguely European kingdom. It goes.
I
like generally the aesthetic of having the hairstyle of an impetuous princess of the faraway kingdom of Europe, and also being stupid and covered in oil.
Yeah, it's a good look for her. Are we done with default Mirai?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Emotes.
Emote time.
They're in order.
They are.
The first one is killing you.
Mirai 0. Wrench.
Mirai 0, the first emote. Tags. Disgust. AKA, me when I get you.
I think that this emote is great in concept, but because of how the emote style tends to like simplify things, they simplified the wrench so much that it's no longer functional as a wrench.
It is like a magnet and not a wrench. I don't know why they just didn't make it a hex.
They really should have.
That's a good point. Why didn't they just make it a hex?
You could not put a bolt into this wrench and tighten it properly.
No.
And I think that
Why
is an
did they
important
do
flaw.
that?
I don't know.
Does the person who drew this never used a wrench?
Possibly.
Thing that I like about this emote, they fix her outfit. Her top looks normal now.
Yeah. I mean, part of it is because they can't make her breast as boobily in the emotes, and so they just sort of like, it just looks like she's got a nice strappy top on.
Yeah, she's just got a nice tap on it. It's whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah.
I've always kind of hated this emote. It is me when I get you. However, the problem with Mirai is that, like, she has so few positivity options, tags positivity, and she has no way of expressing just like, I'm happy. And this is just like, I don't know, I feel like this emote doesn't, there's like compositional issues that I have with this emote. Like, for example, I think that in order to, like, understand the mood of this emote, you really need to be able to see that little tongue flick. But, like, the shading is done such, with the black background, and the sort of darkened half of the emote, it ends up being really, the left, all of the stuff that is in shadow feels extremely muddy against the black background, and it just kind of looks like a little bit ugly to me.
I think you're all wrong, and she's just going to get you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm big into it.
Uh-huh.
I like this, like, most of her is shadowed, but not any meaningful part of her is in the light, is a pretty classic compositional technique, and I am fond of it. The thing that, here's my actual qualm, is just the way that her hand ends up looking, when you put it in this lighting, is just like, this is my tornado of flesh.
Uh-huh. Also, hang on, look at the positioning of the arm, and look at the positioning of look at the positioning of the hand, and think about how long her arm is relative to the implied length of her torso.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Big arm for
Not
big wrench.
About
Big
it.
arm for big wrench.
Big arm for big wrench. Anyway, moving on.
She has to get you.
She
has to get
I don't know what you're not understanding about this.
Uh-huh. Fair enough. In this emote, did anyone explain the first emote? I don't remember.
We all kind of did.
She's looking
No, it's
deviously
fine.
with a wrench.
Right, but I don't care who did the last one, except that it's relevant to who does this one. She's laughing nervously. That's basically all that's happening. There's some little shiver lines to indicate that she's sort of juddering. But she's giving a little closed eyes, nervous laugh. Okay, in this emote, you can see that the top is fucked.
In this emote, she's back to wearing a fucked top.
Uh-huh. Which, like, you know, at least it's consistent with the main image.
This emote does have some, like, tonal inconsistency. Like, it is her looking happy, but also sort of abashed. Which is fine. It's a complex emotion that people express. But it is, like, it does contribute to the problem that you have with her whole set.
It's just, like, you know, again, I'm so never focused on, like, when would you use this in game? But I struggled with this exact problem with Mirai for so long. And I just, like, this just isn't in my experience very useful for anything. I also don't think it's, like, I don't know, maybe she is supposed to be, I don't think it's, I think you're right that the lack of clarity is not doing it any favors. I don't think it's a particularly I don't think it's particularly strong in any way, although I will say that I kind of like the colors. Her hair is a nice color in this. That's kind of all that I have to say about it.
And I like a blank background emote for color in a set. I just think she, like, my best guess at the emotion in this image is, like, heh oops. But she already has a heh oops emote, and we'll come to it later. So I'm like, oh.
She already has, like, at least, meh.
Meh.
I think this one is pretty weak.
Yeah.
Sort of indisputably.
It's kind of meh.
I mean, all art is subjective, but this objectively sucks.
Yeah. I find it weird how it's tagged as joy.
Yeah.
Is the intent that she's laughing genuinely? But like the
I mean, normally I don't put much stock in the, in the tags except to make fun of them. But all of the things in this tag do seem to be pretty unquestionably joyful.
She just looks so sad.
In Mirai 2, the third emote, she's looking at you like, why? Why would you do this to me? Her eyes are still closed in basically the exact same black line formation as before. Her eyebrows are all turned in. Her mouth is a little triangle. She's also got a little blush, but she's looking up, which I really like, with little tears coming out of her eyes, and her arms up, almost clutching at the straps of her bad top, but not really. Also, her hands are just like swirls of fur.
Uh-huh. I like this one.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I'm not like huge on it or anything, but I think it's quite charming. It's got charming details. I like how sort of the swoop of the background follows the swoop of her hairstyle. That's quite pleasing. I like that her mouth is a little teardrop.
Yeah.
If you look at it for too long, it becomes hard to see whether those like white semicircles are tears or her eyes with big bushy eyebrows. So don't look at it until that happens, because it's rough. It's rough out here. I like the blue against her bright yellow hair. I think her posing is very strong. Again, like sort of like imminently clutching at her little overall straps. It's solid.
It's like,
I just really like her looking up at the viewer.
Uh-huh. Yeah, definitely.
she's a little baby. Why would you do this to her?
Why would you do this to her? She's only a child.
Moving on.
In Mirai 3, she has cat eyes and a flash behind her. Intimidation.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Curiosity? Parenthetical killed.
There's the intent to kill behind those cat eyes.
Yeah? Threatening.
Mm-hmm. Very simple.
I like this
very
one a lot.
effective.
Uh-huh.
This is when you imminently are about to get them, and then the wrench.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Opportunity comes once in a lifetime, yeah.
I do think that this is one of the best emotes of the set.
What is the character that I'm thinking of? I don't know.
Okay.
There's some popular, like, meme that's just a manga panel with a character doing these eyes. I think it's just a little cat girl. I don't know who I'm thinking of, because I'm not familiar with the source material of the little cat girl. I'm just aware of her conceptually.
Uh-huh.
The pure concept of a little cat girl.
I think this is well done. I think they finally do her hand not fucked here. Her hand has
hard.
like clear emotion. She has a little pinky on her cheek and it's cute.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do this with your hand right now.
Can confirm.
Great. Thank you for
Kidding.
completing my exercise.
It's a wonderful
Moving on.
exercise. Thank you, Ash.
Uh-huh. I just don't have anything to say about this one. I think it's fine, but also none of Mirai's emotes really strike me. I'm problematic. Anyway, it's Mirai 4. In this one, she's measuring. She's like, hello.
She's reckoning like an old timey merchant.
Uh-huh. She's got like a little closed mouth smile with closed eyes, and she also like she has so many emotes where she has a solid background. Um
Yeah, that's true.
I like this one because it looks like she's about to explain why you're wrong
I
and then kill you.
I'm fond of this one. One, they like put effort into drawing the hand and it shows. But like it has a really good energy of like right, like let me explain, which feels good, which feels really good for Mirai to me. She's like, well, you know, and then sort of like music that has a lot of beeps and boops in it starts playing, and then you know she explains the whole situation to our protagonist.
What's the
and
Kill
then-
la Kill song that you
Wrong.
were explaining to me in the subway elevator?
Kill la Kill. Oh my god, I don't remember his name. Fucking. There's a song in the anime Kill la Kill, where it's like it's the theme of the computer science club leader member of the student council. And it's like an intensive techno song for a while. And then the composer, who's amazing, starts putting in bits from like a country song, and so it'll go from this techno song to going ping pong circulate, grab your partner round and round. It's iconic. Anyway,
Yeah, I think that's what would start
Okay.
playing when she starts explaining.
uh-huh. Ash doesn't actually know what the song is.
I also have no clue what the song is.
And
Ivy is the only person who knows.
I can't
Dear listeners.
I can't tell you what the song is because all of the Kill la Kill song titles are stupid. But I can do my best to find it really quickly.
Dear listeners, if you know this song, please send us a Tumblr ask about it.
I
Right
did-
in.
Wait, is it this one? No, I don't just want to look at NCK. Anyway, but I'm fond of this emote. Oh, it's called Inu-Ka-3L.
Oh. I thought that when you said stupid, I don't know what I thought you meant. But it wasn't combination of numbers and letters.
Yes, Inu space capital K space capital A space 3 lowercase l.
Fascinating.
Uh-huh. Anyway, I like
really
this emote.
strange.
I don't think it needs this solid orange background is the thing. I think it's a bit much. But it's like it's not a super fetching emote. Like not fetching, but it's not a super elaborate emote. But I think that she looks good. Like I think she's generally drawn well. Her hand is drawn well in this one. I think her like outfit and her body are drawn well in this one. It's like it's very solid. It's got a solid energy. I don't know if it needs this solid color background, but like everything else is solid.
I am afraid that one of her boobs is about to fall out.
Certainly a possibility.
Uh-huh.
Always a worry.
Mirai is kind of like in an ecchi anime where she's trying to do normal things and her boobs are always threatening to fall out.
This is what's happening. Someone who's listening to this will get this. She's the girl from the anime Fire Force. Who keeps trying to be like a normal firefighter, but has like, I don't know, sort of the classic like pervert disease that sometimes happens in anime, where she just keeps getting into situations where she flashes her panties. That's what Mirai is.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
I can imagine
Anybody
it.
watch the anime Fire Force except for me? Probably not, right?
Is Fire Force even a good anime?
I thought the first season was really good, but that's not what we're here to talk about.
That's not what we're here to talk about.
In Mirai 5, the 6th emote,
Nah.
you're right, she does have a lot of sort of threatening and angry emotes in this set. I just really like the shape of her, and so I'm very, like, amused by her. In general.
I'm gonna eat my hand!
In this one, she's yelling very loudly with a big anger mark on her forehead, and there's a big brown explodey, bit behind her in the background, and she's got her fists clenched and up in the air, and her eyes are so wide that they're just white and angry.
I think this one is perfectly reasonable.
Yeah.
She's got a big anger mark. She's angry. You use this when you're angry. I feel like this one lacks a little bit of character. Not to be super hard on every Mirai emote every time. I have problems. But I think that it's just like, it's a perfectly acceptable anger emote. It just lacks any kind of particular flavor or energy, to me.
Yeah. I feel like you could do this for this exact emote for most characters in the game, and it would feel about the same.
Yeah. I do think all of her emotes are enhanced for me at the moment, by having Turn Your Partner Circulate playing in my head.
Uh-huh. Ash has also still never heard this song.
Didn't you play it for me?
No, I remember specifically I never played it for you. I think while we were on the subway, I just recreated it so faithfully.
And you said this is exactly what it sounds like, and when you hear it, you'll believe me implicitly. And I took that so literally that I now think I've heard it.
Yeah, that you hallucinated this full song in your head. Anyway, I think this emote is fine. I think it's perfectly
I also
appealing.
think it's fine. I don't have much to say about it.
It's pretty good.
The black glove, one, she looks like she's about to eat her hand. But also the black glove does kind of look like she's yelling into a microphone. But that's all I have to say.
Okay.
So pissed at Mahjong. Moving on.
Wow! This is I think my favorite emote of Mirai's.
Oh, she's got her box.
One, she's got a prop. She's going bois. This feels appropriate to character. She's got a big cyan circle behind her that is, like, drawn in a fun way. It has all these little choppy bits out of it.
She has those swirl eyes and that, like, blue tinge between them. I don't know why that's there. It's like a fear mark.
It's like a shadow over the nose.
That makes sense. Anyways, she is panicking because her box empty. Nothing's in it.
Nothing's in my box.
No, my box.
Where's all my stuff?
What happened to my 4 pieces of paper that were in my box?
Those were important. Hey. It's never mind.
Wait. Okay, what?
I thought I saw something in this emote that isn't there. I do think I really do like it. I mean, we love a full body. We love a prop. We love her box. She's got box.
Her emote looks. Wow, wrong
her
word.
Emote.
Her emote. Her outfit looks so much better in this.
Yeah.
That it fits her body correctly in every way. They made it good for no reason, but only just in this emote.
Only because the emote. That's all you get.
But they could have made the lines on her swimsuit bottom like more acute, right? Yeah. But they didn't. Instead, they just made it look nice, and I appreciate that about this emote. I think that this emote is flavorful. I think it's good. It captures some of that, like, wonky inventor. She's got the EGAD eyes. It captures that wonky inventor sort of feel that I crave.
No,
right.
My box.
No, my box.
No, the box from the film Glass Onion and Knives I broke it, like in Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, but not on purpose, unlike in Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery.
Alright, moving on to Mirai 7, the 8th emote. She has a derpy little whoop with her eyes rolling. And a shing light bulb above her head.
These last 3 emotes are all bangers, IMO.
Yeah.
I do love... I love this emote. I love how the light bulb is drawn. I love how these fun little funky sparks coming off the light bulb are drawn. It's fun. It's cute. I like it. I'm fond.
I think there's a case to be made about Mirai and making characters just like making all of your women obnoxiously incompetent, even though she's supposed to be smart. However, I am less annoyed by this now, presently, because of Leia, who now fills the role of hyper-competent sort of science wizard. So happy for her. Mirai can just be stupid, and I think it's very charming that she's stupid.
Thank you, Leia.
Thank you, Leia. I'm sorry, women.
I like this one a lot. It reads super clear. One little sort of understated detail about these emotes, despite the fact that I hate all of them, as discussed, is that when she's distressed, her little hair croissants like point more out to the side, and when she's calm and collected, they point straight down, and it's just like a fun little visual indicator of how unhinged she is in this moment. Like here they're a little bit out, but if we look at the sort of nice peaceful one with the orange background, they're straight down, and that's really good sort of visual sort of character design. IMO.
Yeah.
Tags interest.
Interest. Huh?
Huh?
There aren't a lot of emotes tagged as interest.
No.
Fascinating.
Uh-huh.
The one where Miu is just sort of non-winking is in here. Why?
Uh-huh.
Doesn't bear thinking about too hard. Mirai 8, the 9th emote. Haha, oops.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie. This is the real haha oops emote, and the one that I like better, in which she's just like, she's exploded herself, and she's like scratching her head like, did I do that? She's covered in bandages. She's sheepish.
I'm very fond of this. You can use it when you explode. You can use it when you explode other people. It's like, it got a clear idea, Claros. It has a clear theme. The like all the new like gray and black bits on her hair make her look a little different. She's got these fun. We can see that her hair is pointing like way to a 45-degree angle in this one, which is very charming. I like this one. I like the dynamic of her jacket in this one. They do like a weirdly good job of showing like her left arm of the jacket like slipping down and her right arm sort of being pulled up. Thumbs up. Again, I think these last 3 emotes are great. Unequivocally.
Oops, I exploded the school.
Oops, I exploded the, what's it called? The University Mahjong Club? The National University of Fuuchi
Mahjong Club.
Oops, I exploded the National University of Fuuchi Mahjong Club.
As we all know, the National University of Fuji is the local university in Wonhan City.
Yeah.
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 Fond.
No one needs this explained to them.
No. I understand this perfectly.
And then we took a 5-minute break.
Well, I just wanted to quickly go over, like, again, she just doesn't really, you know, I think it's kind of funny that she's always incompetent, but like practically this means that you never have any way of showing that I'm doing a good job, really. Like you have 8 million ways of showing I'm about to die, and that's kind of it. Or sort of like, you know, you never get to just like have a triumphant moment where you get to, you know, and that means Mirai never gets to have a triumphant moment where she like makes a cool robot or whatever. And I just think that that's a little bit sad, and it makes it kind of a sad emote set. Like I think there's a lot here that I like. It's just like kind of, it's just they put her in bad clothes and then they just like put her really through the ringer, and she's so upset all the time. And this is my long-standing beef with Mirai base emote set. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
And then we took a 5-minute break.
And then we took a 5-minute break.
Yeah.
Blah, blah,
And then we took a da-da-da-da.
blah.
麻雀サークルが新入生の練習に使いたいって言うから、前に AI 搭載自動ジャン卓を作ってあげたんだけど、それに問題があるんだってさ。一緒にチェックしに行かないかい？なんでも AI が強すぎて新入生全員の心が折れたらしいんだ。やっぱユイチンの対局データを参照したのがダメだったのかね。だったら誰のデータを使えばいいのかな。
Well, the back button exists for a reason.
And that reason?
Invisible button.
Pure hubris.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's time to look at Mirai Bond up.
Okay,
Wait, we have to clap.
Technical difficulties.
Oh,
called
shit,
my
we have to clap.
headphones are maybe not working. Check.
Hi.
Oh, I turned my volume down. That's why. Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Now it's time.
Your
it's time
clock
to
is 1.5 seconds behind.
Wait, I forgot to go to time.
Time dot is.
Time dot is. Okay, can we clap on? No, let's not clap on the minute. Let's clap on 20 seconds. Wait, then we have a little 30 seconds of dead air.
Well, the dead air is gonna be cut, right? Maybe.
No, that means I have to do editing. Do you think that we cut dead air from the podcast? We're clapping on 20. Do people think that we cut dead air from the podcast?
Famously, we don't do shit. And by we, I mean Ivy.
My laptop, that's...
But I also don't do shit.
I edit sometimes. Okay, 3...
Clap.
Okay. That was fine, I think.
That should be fine. I believe.
My difference from time dot is 0.008.
My clock is 1.5 seconds behind. I'm taking a screenshot of it for you.
What my time dot is?
I guess your laptop just sucks ass.
That is...
I don't know why.
Mine is 0.045 seconds. Sorry, Ash. Your laptop sucks ass.
Your clock is 1.5 seconds behind.
Anyway, so Mirai is like scary. First of all,
available after making a bonding promise with.
Mirai is like, first of all, her name means future or time, alternatively. And when you get this bond up, she says, "Future is my favorite word because anything can happen in this timeline." I often think it's wrong to wonder what the future will look like. To researchers like us, it's more accurate to ask, what should the future look like? Now that you're walking next to me on the same path, I feel like the future is filled with even more possibilities. I'm so happy. So I do think that she is like a scary time wizard. Like, canonically. She looks like a scary time wizard in this.
I think she could also just talk like that.
When I first saw this image, I was like, she's a time-traveling vampire. And so I think that this image is about her being a time-traveling vampire, and that's what's sort of going on here, generally speaking.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Fascinating.
my broad pitch.
I don't like this image.
I will say...
I used to really like this image.
Uh-huh.
And then I looked at it. People, it's so over.
Uh-huh. To my recollection, this is the first image in Mahjong Soul that had the mid-boob strap. I'm pretty sure that that's true. I'm pretty sure that this mid-boob strap originated the mid-boob strap.
And thus, everything was ruined forever.
And it's like, the thing is that it's a rough introduction to the comic concept, because it's a rough mid-boob strap, because it's so clearly made of leather, which, like, woo, yeah, rough. It's so clearly made of leather, and her boobs are so pinched around it that I'm like, oh, it's rough in there.
Things I don't like about this image. 1, her face. Ah!
Uh-huh.
No. Let me out! Help me!
Why is her face like that?
Clarify what you mean.
I don't know how. She has huge anime girl eyes, and it's terrifying.
Uh-huh. She does really look like she's about to eat you. And this is why I think that she's a time vampire.
Mm-hmm. Also, her hair is rendered differently, which I don't hate, but it is different. She's shinier. It's weird. Her outfit doesn't change that much in a way that pisses me off. I mean, it's still fundamentally, like, big sleeves, this strappy boob top, and the colors are the same. She just has, instead of the puffy jacket, she has this vampire cape. Instead of the bad swimsuit, she has this skirt. Instead of the nice belt, she has this, like, meaningless thigh squish garter. And instead of the cool boots, she has these thigh-high boots that admittedly are also cool, but do highlight the way that her legs are being stretched like putty.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's true.
Also, her boobs are so mochi.
Uh-huh. I will give you that her boobs are giant, like, sacks of mochi. That's what they are. They're so
Help
large
me.
and squishy.
They're going to flop
Let me
out, girl.
out.
Girl, please. They're going to flop out. Please.
See, I don't mind this image as much. Just because, like, I think for this one, I've really just kind of, like, gone over the edge of, see, it's bad if I think of her as a person, but so much of her doesn't look like a person that I'm, such an enormous percent of her does not look like a person that I'm like, oh, it's fine. She's just like she's become a pure concept. We've gone back to making Executioner and Her Way of Life references. She's become the pure concept of time. Like Makari. She just, and so this framework allows me to sort of settle in a little bit and be like, you know what? I don't know what's up with this, like, weird vampire cloak with these, like, shoot, what's the word? With this, like, Norse style embroidery. But it's, like, kind of sick. I like her one big long glove. I like that boob strap looks terrible.
Her one long non-bowling glove is an improvement.
The boob strap looks terrible. However, I do like this like fucked up, like, cock ring, like, bondage collar, like, setup she's got going on at the top of her. I don't know what else you want me to say.
Not cock ring?
I couldn't think of a better word for it.
It's just a ring.
Just an O-ring, I suppose.
Sure.
I think an O-ring is the best way to describe it.
It's just a ring of metal.
It is just a ring of metal, honestly.
What? I don't. Suddenly I'm being.
You're being bullied off the podcast.
I'm being persecuted by the woke soulmates hosts for making a joke. You can't make jokes on this podcast anymore.
Yes.
Okay.
That being said, I mean, I don't even mind the boob strap that much, just because this does look like kind of a sexy harness.
Ash, I've described similar things on similar outfits as being cock rings, and you've laughed.
No, you haven't?
I have. I don't know why.
Surely not.
Sorry, you're
No.
getting
Wait,
you're getting
hang
bullied
on.
off the
No,
podcast.
there was a season 3 episode recently where there was an Arknights guy that had like a ring, and I described it as his like cock ring necklace, and you laughed.
I've decided to be a prude today. I don't know what to tell you.
I guess so. I guess it's Ash's a prude day. Anyway, also, it is weird that this image feels like it's drawn different. I mean, it should be by the same artist, even though I don't think the artist is credited.
Doesn't feel like it.
But like, it's I like the lighting better, to be clear. I think the lighting looks really nice here. It's got like really good kind of like teal highlights that are really fun. And like, you know, the lighting on this big weird clock thing behind her is really fun.
That's what they called me in high school.
Big weird clock thing? I
Yep.
see. Big
Yeah.
weird clock thing.
But da 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 da.
And like in theory, there's a lot of things that I like. This outfit is a lot more cohesive than her last outfit. And it's kind of a I mean, her boobs still don't look good, but at least this is like approaching what the top of a dress looks like and is constructed like, you know?
Yeah.
The outfit is more cohesive. The image is fun. The lighting is better. But she looks worse. And in the first one, she looks okay, but the outfit looks, and it's a strange contrast between the two. I don't know if I have a favorite between the two. They both have their strengths and weaknesses, but both of them have such strong weaknesses. She is really scary in this one.
I really prefer the first one. I think that her big watch that she's in front of is really cool, and I don't even really mind this outfit that much. I mean, I think Big Jacket is better than Vampire Cloak, but the Vampire Cloak isn't bad per se.
I think
it just,
Vampire Cloak is sick, honestly.
It is kind of sick. It just really annoys me, like, on a fundamental level, that they A, made her scarier, and B, if you just look at the default and the Bond up next to each other, they don't feel that different. Like, they really just gave it, I mean, instinctually on first pass, they really just gave her a skirt and was like, that's it. And we put her in front of a big clock. Like, that's
You're
not
right,
all they did,
honestly.
but that's what it looks like if you just glance at them.
It does sort of look like they just gave her a proper skirt.
It's not a huge evolution of the
Modesty.
outfit in terms of like sort of items, and she doesn't change color schemes and etc. etc.
Mm-hmm.
You're not wrong. They also like make her so much less of an inventor. Now she's so explicitly like a time mage, which is odd considering
Time wizard!
considering the emotes on this one. But yeah, it's an odd one. Mariah's just kind of an odd one in general. And yeah, I think that this image is like, except for her face, really. I think that this image is generally rendered a little bit better. Again, just like the lighting looks better for reasons that I cannot imagine why. What does your workflow look like that these two images that you presumably had to draw back to back look so different? Oh, the world will never know.
It's scary.
But the strong part of the first outfit, of the first image, is definitely her. That despite everything, she is a compelling character, and she does lose this here. Which makes it weaker as a piece of character art for a character-focused video game.
Oh, she lost her goggles, too, and they replaced it with these little hair
goggles
things.
are gone.
Yeah, she's just not an inventor anymore.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what character it is that has these. Is it just Ilya from Prisma Ilya?
I think it's just Ilya from Prisma Ilya.
Are you talking about the hair ties, or are you talking about the hair, like, brass
the hair
rhombi?
ties.
She has hair brass rhombi.
Like Hatsune Miku.
She does have hair brass rhombi.
They're not quite Hatsune Miku, but they evoke Hatsune Miku. Evil Hatsune Miku Mirai.
Evil Miku Mirai. I can't... Yes, it is Ilya that has the two little hair things. Fuck me. She is Ilya hair ties.
Anyway, it's an odd image. It's such a weird follow-up. Did you know that her lore, in her, like, voice lines and stuff, she has, like, a little robot companion named Bex, who she has lots of little interactions with. And
who's
Bex
nowhere
just
in her
never
images.
shows up. It's very strange.
Anyway,
is that it for the scary
That's
image?
it.
Are we done looking at the scary image?
I believe that's
Yeah, now
it.
we're looking at the funny image, which is the same Mirai 1-0, the first Bond-Up emote in which she's a vampire.
My problem with she is a vampire. My problem with all of the Mirai Bond-Up emotes, as opposed to my problem with all of the Mirai base emotes, is that she is that all of these are memes. They're all memes and nothing else, and that bothers me a little bit. In this one, she's a vampire. She's like scorning the beam of light. This is a meme. This is from a meme. I think it's fairly well executed. Like, I think it looks nice. Her facial expression is good. I think the use of, like, dark and shadow is really, really good and has a lot of detail in it that they didn't need to put in there. You know, I like that the background, like, transitions from this, like, black to, like, a darker gold to white. I think generally this looks good. It's just like, you know, it's a meme. It's a well-executed meme. Thumbs up.
I did not know that this was a meme.
Yeah, I don't remember what exactly the source material is, but this is a meme.
She's a vampire.
Uh-huh. This is just kind of like... I don't even think the origin of this is like a vampire specifically. It's just sort of like being scorned by God's light, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a vampire?
Like a vampire.
Like a vampire.
Yeah, like a vampire. She is a vampire.
We're all on the same page.
She's a time vampire. That's what
she's time vampire.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, this emote does have some use, but I also think it's kind of ugly.
Uh-huh.
I just think the like bright the overlay on the black looks kind of bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the little shadow by her eye, it's just sort of weird.
Yeah, that's fair. I get what you mean. There's some off details. I don't mind the overall composition, though.
Alright. Time for
Moving on.
Mirai 1-1, the second Bond-Up emote. She's the big brain meme.
It's a meme.
It's the Galaxy Brain meme.
She's just the Galaxy Brain meme.
Yeah.
And that's kind of it?
That's kind
Here's
of
the thing. Here's the thing about this one, and about the next one, is that they're only, like, very slightly Bond-Up emotes. This one is a Bond-Up emote because she has the hair ties in, and the next one is also a Bond-Up emote just because it has the hair ties and the harness. And that's, like, it.
It's just the hair ties. That's it.
Uh-huh.
These could have, and very well maybe should have been in the default set.
Mm-hmm. And then they could do an actual, like, picture of the Bond-Up.
They could be good, and they aren't.
that isn't like partially intentionally obscured.
I think that this is totally fine. It very clearly expresses what it wants to express. However, emotes that are just a meme sort of exist in their own, and like I think this is well drawn. Like the sort of like white are very light blue lines on black background they've switched to looks nice here. I just, in my head, emotes that are just a meme just kind of exist in their own space, and cannot really be judged properly. I'm like, I recognize this image from the internet, and then we just kind of move on.
The
We don't have to
positivity
move
tag is for all of the emotes of people using their scary eye powers. I'm noticing this as I scroll
That
down
is
this
true.
tag.
Uh-huh.
It's for all the scary eyes.
We have Toki.
And in this case,
we have Fuuchi.
Her scary brain.
Yeah, but she's not like expressing anything. She just
No,
like is.
she's not really
big brain.
expressing. She's only
just is
expressing,
big brain.
I'm so smart, but she's not expressing that you are. Which is
Uh-huh.
an important distinction to me.
Yeah, well, she's not expressing I'm so smart. The concept of the big brain meme, which is not actually about being so smart, it's actually about thinking you're smart and being
But
stupid,
being
Yeah.
stupid.
is expressing that. And so it's just not, it's only a meme, and that's all I have to say about it.
I think this is the emote that you use right before a bad Rishi that you know is bad, but you're doing it anyway.
I would never use this if I bonded up Mirai and she was in my use rotation, which she isn't. And I might not. But if I would literally never use this emote because I think using the emotes that are memes is cringe.
I think that this emote has a more niche use case than light bulb, which is more characterful. When you think you're smart but you're stupid, you should use light bulb. But when it actually works out, you should use galaxy brain.
I think it's the other way around.
I think you're
I
wrong
just
about
think
this
that you-
unequivocally.
Uh-huh. I just wouldn't use galaxy brain. I think it's innately boring.
I would.
That's fine.
Ivy thinks I'm cringe, but it's okay.
I don't think you're cringe. I mean, I think you're a little cringe, but like affectionately.
In Mirai 1-2, the third Bond Up emote,
She's a robot. This one is not necessarily... I mean, maybe it is, but I can't quite source it in my brain. This one is not necessarily exactly a meme, but she is, like, not really doing anything except
this
being
one is so
like a
boring.
robot. She's a
This one
robot.
is boring.
I don't... It's just, she's a robot. The robot eyes aren't even red, even though both her eyes are red, and if the robot eyes were red, that would be funnier.
But the problem is she's not evil, purportedly.
But she's evil in every other emote.
They should have just made
Why
the
can't
eyes
she
red,
just
you're
be
right.
an evil robot?
But like, the optics of having an evil robot so openly.
Thumbs up part of this emote. Her, like, stupid dress and little, like, chest harness stretched across the box of the robot, such that it's flat
Pretty good
because she doesn't
visual
have any
gag.
boobs.
It's a very
Great
fun
visual gag.
Yeah.
Literally, that's it. That's it for this emote. That's the only thing that's good about this emote, and that's kind of the only thing about this emote.
I have a proposal.
What if you didn't have boobs because you were a robot?
That's not my proposal. But yeah. My proposal
Good proposal.
is that she is a time wizard.
No, she's a time vampire.
She's a time vampire.
We've established
Either
this.
way, time manipulation. What if she's going and defeating Gygus? See, I got Ash on this one.
Is this an Earthbound?
This is an Earthbound
Yes.
reference, yes.
I don't know as much about Earthbound as I should. That's because I'm a poser.
You're
You are a
allowed to be a poser. You
She
have
is going
my
and
express
defeating
permission.
Gygus.
She's going to defeat Gygus. You know.
This
the
doesn't
fifth
make this
member
emote any
of
less
Ness's party.
boring.
No.
It doesn't make it less boring, honestly. But, like, I think it's interesting to think about.
Maybe in her violent wrench emote, she's not holding up a wrench, she's holding up one of the arms of this robot. This is because these hands are the exact same non-hex shape.
You... Compelling.
Food for thought.
Compelling.
Food for thought.
I like it.
I can't...
Anyway, we have to get out of here.
Well,
We
yeah,
have
there's an Akagi emote on this page that has the glove, and I can't stop looking at it.
Yeah, get out. Ode to Grace.
Ode to Grace.
Ode to Grace.
So, I should have taken care of everything, right? Oh, thank you. What a complicated design. Who came up with a dress that's difficult to put on alone? Anyway, I only managed to fuel my scientific research spirit and try out this new style of dress because I'm doing it for you. In the future, anytime this outfit needs repair or maintenance, I'm counting on you to be on call and take responsibility.
Uh-huh. See, if I were May, and also it was the final segment of the show, I would argue that the fact that she's asking you, the player, to do a feminine activity, i.e. fix and put on clothes, has something... Anyway, the thing about this outfit is that I wish that I liked it better.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that I was a bigger fan of this outfit, because I genuinely, I like this dress. I like some parts of how this dress is rendered. I like kind of, like, the color balance.
Wait, am I about to get this outfit?
What do you mean?
Like, I think I may be getting this outfit. It's that she's, like, a klutz and ditzy. And that she broke these mirrors that she's sitting on.
Is that...
Look at these broken shards of glass.
Now, hang on. Did she break the mirror? Ash knows what the joke is before I even say it.
Yeah.
Before I even say the premise, which I really like. Did she break the mirrors because she's a klutz or because she's a vampire? Sorry, a time vampire.
Oh! Now we're getting somewhere.
Ash, I loved that we're so fucked. I loved that you knew what the joke was from the instant I said, now hang on. And I loved that I, from the way that you laughed, knew that you knew the joke.
Yeah.
Bear
Why
witness
does she have
to
all
us
these
being
mirrors
fun.
if she's a vampire? Well, they're supposed to be covered, but she's doing a bad job. I see.
Uh-huh. It's better to break them than cover them. That's less danger.
More efficient.
Uh-huh.
Okay, here are some things about this.
Yes.
First of all, they had to put her arms up in this one, and so they tried to do more of a job at giving her musculature, but actually what they did is they made her a horrible freak of nature.
Yeah,
on only one side of her body does she have a clavicle. These, like, boobs going up into the armpit is how they work, but they look awful and insane. Her arms are... Her, like, shoulder to elbow is the length of her torso.
Burb, don't look at me groping my own boobs. Don't look at me groping my boobs for science.
I'm not interested.
Don't look at me groping my boobs when I have to grope my boobs for science. Okay, she has bigger boobs than me, but her boobs go up. Her boobs go up further than they should. They
do.
That line. They go up to like.
That's just
they go up too high by like several inches.
Her boobs are merging into her delts.
Yeah, this is one of the things I wish I liked about this emote. And it's not even like it does it good. I like that they give her slightly better body dynamics in general in this, but then they also fuck it up in all these little ways that are kind of icky. And I don't know why they had to do that. I like this dress, but it's also like such a mess. I like these boots, period. I think the boots are hot. I think the boots kick ass. She's changed classes to like a fairy mage here. Now she's like a fae vampire, which is kind of hot.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's better.
I'm also into the boots and the sort of fairy aesthetic of the whole thing. The other thing about this is that she doesn't look like Mirai.
No, she doesn't.
Because her pigtails aren't pigtails.
They're kind of there, but not really.
They're on her silhouette is wrong. Like, even if you put her arms down, her silhouette is still, like, she just has ringlets. And that's not correct.
Yeah.
Even if they gave her all of the attributes of Mirai, genuinely, which they did, they gave her this shitty, strappy top again. They gave her the, like, thigh garter in the same place, which actually connects to something for once in the fucking world. Like, not meaningfully. And she does have a smaller, like... She has a smaller second string beside it that doesn't connect to anything and creates thigh squish level 2. And they also gave her boots. And that's like all the Mirai qualities. She even has little boxes. But they just like didn't... She even has a little like watch thing and this weird accessory on your waist? Pinned to your hip?
That's kind of a thing. I guess in theory it's
so
like pinning.
Big.
It is huge. It does look like she's stabbing herself with this clock hand. She also does have the ring necklace again, which I won't speak on. Every time I look at I support you in your prudish ways, question mark. I mean, we'll see how tiny teaser. We'll see how that works out next episode. But every time I look at her armband that she has for no reason, I always think that it's Stars of David. It's not, but it has like it really like at a glance it's got that shape language.
The dimensions, yeah.
I also like this dress. Kind of pisses me off because it sort of can't figure out what kind of flower it is. It's got like a billion different kinds of petal shapes. It's got these sort of like clovery rounded petal shapes. In this honestly really nice kind of like big lace along her hips, but then also this really really like pointy and dense petal shapes, and then it's got this big flower, and it's just like it's a little bit not quite cohesive, but I still do kind of like it as a dress. I feel like her body, again, her they really fucked up drawing her arms, which makes me mad. But like in general, her body looks a bit better. Her legs are still quite long, but like she has dimensionality to her waist and her hips in a nice way. Her boobs almost look reasonable. I mean, people have very large boobs. That's normal. But like, you know, and I want to like this dress. It's got that like sort of galaxy inner fabric that we always like, and which is done really well. Look at those fabric folds next to her left leg. Look at all these fabric folds in general. Look at the different, like, specular lighting on the different materials, how the ribbon wrapped around her arm is really shiny, which draws attention to the fact that this glove is matte, which draws attention to, like, the different sort of, like, surfaces across the entire dress. Like, look at her bustier, like, the feathers are noticeably of a shinier material than the you know what I mean? But also, it's just, like, it's kind of fucked. And also she looks scared, and which I don't like.
Yeah.
And I wish they did a better job on this one, and I wish that she didn't look scared. Mirai should be confident. I mean, she doesn't have to be all the time. Women are allowed to make mistakes, is my controversial opinion. But like, if she had like a goofy kind of like whoopsie kind of smile from sitting on these mirrors. Instead, she's like, "Oh no, I sat on these mirrors. Are you gonna punish me?" But like not even in a fun way. And I'm just not fond.
She's fixing her hair, but it does look like at a glance she's tied up.
Yeah,
she does have that classic like torn looking white dress that makes
Yeah,
you think
The
that she's
ribbon
tied
wrapped
up.
around the arm.
Yeah, she's fragile and vulnerable like the mirrors. That's why she's called Mirai. Mirror.
Mirai.
Mirai.
I do have a quick question for Ode to Grace Mirai.
Uh-huh.
Why are there 2 belts inside the boot?
I'm not questioning this.
even
I think that's sick
connected
as
to
fuck.
the boot.
It is sick as
Why-
fuck.
I think
Why is
it's
it
sick as
just
fuck.
There.
She's a
don't
JRPG
like
character.
it.
Next question.
She's a JRPG character. I think those are sick as
I
fuck.
think that's.
The more belts
what's
you
the-
have, the
what's
more
what I'm
power
looking
you
for?
have.
I think that's too much.
In Belt
Don't do that.
Civilization.
That must be uncomfortable.
I just think
Burb,
you know...
you're a Xenoblade fan.
Wait, that's it. That's what Mirai is from. Mirai is extremely Xenoblade.
Mirai
Like,
is
generally.
from Xenoblade.
But I just think that Mirai should generally...
Mirai is from Xenoblade X.
Mirai should have power in the scene, I feel like. And I don't know why they just take all of her power away even though she's sitting above you. It makes me mad.
Yeah.
There's so much about this outfit that I want to like, but it's fighting me constantly, and it makes me so mad. Just don't
It's covered in
fight
petals and feathers and nice things, and also...
No, it's pretty.
Yeah.
And also, she just...
She has a nice body type.
Yeah.
And then the emote.
And then the emote. It's.
I don't...
Who wants to explain this one?
Who wants to be the first to... This is kind of like... Yeah.
This is Soulmate's chicken.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Mexican standoff where whoever draws first is the one committing
Gets
the crime.
bleeped on the podcast.
I mean, I can say something that I really have to bleep on the podcast.
Okay.
I don't know if Burb would get it. I don't know if Ash would get it either.
You're allowed to say
Fascinating.
it anyway.
I guess I'll say it and then I'll just bleep it. But in this emote, she's...
No, I don't
I
understand
don't
this.
get that specific reference.
That's
I
fine.
know what you're trying to say, roughly.
Don't worry about it. Anyway, this is a... like in Bayonetta.
Yeah.
When she's...
And I don't know why. This isn't even, like... This isn't even a that having sex with you-y outfit.
Uh-huh.
It really bothers me that this is what the emote is.
Yeah. I don't...
Yeah,
for
this is not a good
Just
emote,
no reason.
generally.
And
She's-
it looks bad.
Like, she's not even a Kakagurui character. You can't
No.
give this emote to someone who's not a Kakagurui character.
Also, it highlights the fact that she's got this weird, like, veil coming off of the dress that I
like,
don't
where
look at
is
at
that
all in the
attached?
image.
Is that
And it-
attached to the back of her hair? Is that
Yeah,
what she's tying up?
Oh.
I suppose it must be.
which
Huh.
is bad.
I
bad.
never really noticed that, and now it's thrown off the whole image for me.
It's not good.
Weird.
It looks like
Listener,
shit.
It's bad.
Mariah's so weird.
Also,
I've clicked
Ash, I
away
have to
from
let
the
you know-
emote, and I'm back to looking at the image, because I just don't want to look at the emote.
Uh-huh.
Ash, I have to let you know, I was finishing a sip of my drink when you said she's and I almost died.
I'm so happy for you.
I really didn't expect the Mirai episode to be the episode where I have to bleep things out this much.
What do you want me to do?
What do you want me to do?
I don't know.
It's her fault.
It's her fault.
It's personally Mirai's fault.
I mean, part of it is your fault, but it's her fault.
It's her fault.
It's your podcast.
It is my podcast. We're not even bleeping things out to be funny.
Uh-huh. Well, maybe a little bit.
We
Maybe
could
a little
do
bit.
that.
Moving right along to point monologue.
Uh-huh.
You know, to develop bionic robots that can dance gracefully, it's nowhere near enough for developers to just sit at a computer crunching numbers.
I guess, Mirai. But also, like, get a better dress. This material looks
Me and Ivy
so
have different opinions
cheap.
on this outfit.
When this outfit came out, we immediately went to me, Ash, and May's group chat to discuss it. And
Group chat exclusively for discussing Dripping Glamour Coffee.
Oh, there's more text. There's more text on
There
the
is?
Twitter post. To carry on, you have to get hands-on and deeply experience all kinds of dances yourself. Can you help me push down on my leg for this stretch? I can almost reach my toes. Right, just like that. Oh, why are your hands so warm?
I'm gonna pretend that
I'm
the
gonna
rest of
pretend
that
that
text
doesn't
doesn't
exist.
exist.
We're
Wow.
going to ignore that.
Oh my god. Sorry, I'm looking at the replies to this Twitter post.
I'm not
Can we
daring.
just don't ruin this game too? Can we have some new clean, cute, and modest Ichihime outfits, please? We're hitting some Azure Lane levels now. Oh god.
Uh-huh. If people think that this is Azure Lane level, they have not seen Azure Lane.
Yeah.
Azure Lane is like indescribable.
I will say, this image does make me deeply uncomfortable.
This image
With
makes me feel
how revealing
so
it is.
what happened was, like, this came out and we immediately, as we do for all provocative images, we immediately started discussing it, and me and May sort of gradually decided that we kind of like this one, and then
I
Ash was
can't
like,
get
no,
past
it's
it.
so scary.
It's so scary.
It's so scary.
She's so scary in this one.
Uh-huh.
Look at the curve of her back.
Uh-huh.
Ugh, it's broken.
It's
Snap.
broken.
Snapped in half.
Well, she has a normal, like, she's normal from the shoulders down to, like, the bottom of her rib cage, and then she starts stretching like a snake.
Yeah?
I don't even, listen, I don't find this image as freaky as I did when I first saw it, because I've had exposure therapy. And there are things that I like about, like, the actual visuals of it. I appreciate the, like, tiny pearls of sweat that are all over it, which are just a really nice touch. And, like, the way that the fabric is rendered is pretty loving. And all in all, like, I do think people are sort of wrong about this being, like, the most, like, indiscreet image they've ever done. I
Not
mean,
the most. Close.
it's not the most. And I don't think she's, like, maybe that's not true. She's very naked. But, like, she could be more naked? Like, I'm not saying she should be, but she could
She
be.
should not be.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's not the most indiscreet image in the world. But reasons that I hate it, she's, like, this is an ass shot, but it's not even, like, a real ass shot. It's a half covered up by fabric ass shot. Her boobs are just like suction cups that have been attached to her torso in a way that is completely fucked. They gave her back some real definition this time, which I really appreciate, but then they made her proportions completely fucked forever. Her legs, which are ostensibly the focus of the image, aren't even good. She has these really pointy knees and these extremely long thighs into really short calves that end in a foot that's like half the length of the calf, and that's fucking weird.
That is fucked.
And, like, I just don't even, like... At least she looks like Mirai in this one, thank God. She has her pigtails back and she's a real person again. And her face isn't, like, that bad. But she doesn't have that much character reason to be in this fucking outfit. Like, why
She's
Mirai?
a time vampire. Why is she doing ballet?
And also, it
Well-
looks like they put it looks like you've drawn a pair of legs and then you lasso tooled the rest of her and dragged her to the right. She's got an obtuse angle, and then there's an image poking out from behind it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I definitely, I do, I don't even think, like, if her torso was just shifted to the left a little bit, it would be so much better.
That's all you have to do.
Like, the angle of the back is not even necessarily wrong. There's just extra stuff there.
Yeah.
That's strange. Okay, Ash, I don't understand what you mean by, like, her boobs look suction cupped to her body. These look like... This does not have the earlier image with the bond up problem of, like, the boobs are too high. It, like, the boobs attach to the body at the right places. I don't understand.
They look relatively normal, but, like, it's, like, the visible weird little seam line.
That's not...
Just, like, I can't...
Wait, you mean the seam line going up from the actual place where her boob parts from her body, like, up there?
And from the... I know that this is, like, kind of real. It's just, like... I think it's that they're played to the camera too weirdly. Like, this image can't decide which way it's facing. Like, her back is facing away from us, but it's also, like, really perspectively foreshortened thinly, so it's, like, kind of to the side of us. But this boob is, like, either it's too far in or it's too far out, but I'm not sure which. It just, like, is, like, I don't... why is it... It's real. I think it's also that it just, like, ends right where the leg ends. That's like, why are you scary?
I see what you mean. It is cheated out to the it's cheated out, I think, too much. It's cheated out to the camera too much. It is, like, I don't know. To me, this is, like, but, like, that aside, and so it's too, like, far to the side on her body. Like, if we take this at face value, and, like, imagine it, like, strictly, just, like, what is her, what follows from her, I can't think of the right word, not her pose, her body, the positioning of her anatomy. Her boobs would be too far apart here. It's squished too far to the side. I just think that this, like, the specific dimensions of where the boob joins to the body and how, like, you know, squishier bits of her body sort of squish over flatter bits of her body is, like, quite lovingly done. And I think that you might be on a little bit of a tear.
It just looks like she's squishing her boob against her leg.
It does look like she's squishing her boob against her leg, which she is not doing.
She's not doing that.
I wish that this image was like, and again, I think it's not that anatomically fucked. I think it's anatomically fucked in a few small but important ways, but I also, like, I wish that it was less anatomically fucked, because there's some ways about this there's some things about I'm losing my words. There's some things about this image that I really like about how they draw her body, actually. But again, perhaps me and May are the only people who feel this way. But stay with me. Again, I like that she's got clear muscles on her back. Like, the way her body is rendered is quite, is, like, you know, she has muscle groups and fat, and, like, it's nice. Her, like, calves are nicely extended. And also, like, it's just, like, this is the first time in a long time when we got this image that we had received a woman with like a real 3-dimensional ass. This ass has like
You're right.
clear, like it's a part of a body and not like two flat planes overlaying each other. It has dimension. It like, you know, it's nice. It's a genuinely nice ass in that I think it looks nice and it looks well drawn. And I appreciate that. And it's like, I do think that it's like, it's so close, to being like a really nice image of a woman doing this kind of stretch, but it just misses in like a couple ways. That frustrate me, in part just because of how much those specific ways are freaking Ash out, so I can never have a conversation about this image. Uh-huh.
It's also, like, not sexy.
It's also not sexy.
It's not, but I don't know.
I probably shouldn't be the person saying this.
It's fun.
Still, I don't think it's sexy.
I don't even think it's sexy, but I do think that, like, I don't know. The Mirai ballet outfit defender. I don't think every piece of like even every piece of explicitly erotic art, which this may or may not be, fucking has to be judged. Once we've deigned it erotic, has to be judged based on how sexy it is. I genuinely think that this image just has like a nice mood.
I do like the energy in general.
The lighting pouring in through the window, like coming through her skirt, like the way that she, like, you know, to me this facial expression doesn't read too embarrassed. She just feels like a little bit distracted. She's like, "Oh, hey, I was just doing my stretches." It's like, you know, she's sweaty and she's not wearing very much, but she also doesn't feel like she's about to have sex with you. You've just caught her in sort of like not even a vulnerable moment, but just sort of like a moment of eroticism in that dancing is erotic. And it would sort of be like that no matter how much clothes she's wearing. And I like it for that, you know? It's got good kind of like, you're not on a date with her, you're not about to have sex with her. It has like a nice sort of gentle erotic energy that I genuinely appreciate. I don't even think it's sexy, but I don't think it has to be like, you know, getting your rocks off sexy to sort of succeed as an image in terms of like tone.
You're right. It doesn't have to, I mean, not even like pictures of women naked have to be sexy for me to like them, but it either has to be a good image or it has to like do something effectively. And I don't think it's a particularly effective and well-drawn image, nor is it doing what it is maybe ostensibly designed to do that well, IMO. But I do agree with you that it's a nice image of a woman who is not Mirai, but does have Mirai's pigtails, doing morning stretches with the windows open and some nice natural light, and also the ominous pink orb.
Uh-huh.
That orb is just there to hide where the steel beam attaches to the floor. It doesn't attach anywhere. And I don't think it attaches to the wall behind her. Where does this attach? This just spawns levitating?
That's her steel beam.
That's her steel beam.
Part of her vampire powers.
I think it's fine. Dance studios have these beams around. I think it's fine.
Yeah, but they're like attached to the ground.
Anyway, it is important to remember that she is a vampire, and so naturally this orb is where she keeps her circus.
Put a fucking huge orb.
Put a fucking huge orb in the dance studio.
However, she is a vampire, and so in the immediate aftermath of this image, she burns to ash.
Dust.
What a nice natural light. Ah!
Uh-huh.
All right.
The emote for this image, I don't mind that much, though.
This is a good
Weirdly,
emote.
because I really
She's
hate all
spinning
the
around
modern
like
emotes.
like a tornado, like
It's
her
cute.
pigtails, and it's cute. And she's dizzy, and she's like a little concerned. And I think that this is a good emote.
Yeah, I think it's cute.
Yeah,
She did a ballet spin too hard.
and she
And then
can't
she's
stop.
like,
And she's like,
"Whoa."
whoa.
And it's like it does overlap a little bit with like, you know, concerned about my box. But it's got enough of its own thing that it's like, you know, I'm out of control. I'm running away with it, negatively or even positively. I'm charmed by this one.
Yeah,
I like it a
good
lot.
emote.
Uh-huh.
But I hate all the modern emotes. I hate all of the recent outfit emotes, except for this one.
Uh-huh. This is not true, but you've
recent
built this narrative in your head.
Oh,
No,
Because
it's pretty true.
You hate a lot of them, but not all of them. But like because it's a lot of them, you think
I
it's
hate
all
the
of them.
direction.
Uh-huh.
And this one isn't even lacking in that, like, particular style that a lot of them have. It just doesn't look as awkward.
Uh-huh. I think it's cute.
It is cute. And now, numbers.
And now, numbers.
We have to give Mirai numbers.
We have to give Mirai
Okay.
numbers.
Cute.
Starting with cuteness.
Uh-huh.
Her incompetence is moe.
Uh-huh.
So that's my starting place.
Her emotes do make her out to be real cute.
Yeah.
Um,
I think the emotes are doing a lot of heavy lifting for cute appeal. Or cuteness.
I
shouldn't say
cute
appeal.
appeal.
I shouldn't
Cute
say
appeal.
What's
in
the
context
appeal
of
of her cuteness?
this.
What's the cuteness of her appeal?
I think that the emotes are doing a lot of heavy lifting for giving her cuteness. We didn't talk about the springy emote, but that one's very cute. She has a little fang. Anyways,
I think her base outfit has a lot of cuteness. She's got a big step. She's excited. I think these pigtails add to her cuteness. She has like thing. She has like a vibe. She's really into inventing and like weird robots and shit, and that's cute.
I really want to look at the decoration / tweet illustration that goes with the point monologue outfit, where she's hanging out with Yuzu and KR976. Don't look at Yuzu. Don't look at you can look at KR976. She's fine in this one. But she is adorable. Mirai is in this tweet illustration, in which she's like,
specifically this
"Hi,
illustration."
yay!"
They do if you look at all of the like decorations and stuff that she's in, she's like always super cute. I can't look at this one because it has
cute.
bad Hannah. She's always super cute. Can't look at the one with bad Hannah in it. But she is like, she's excited. She's like a bit of a klutz. She's kind of silly. She like is super into a fun topic that like nobody else cares about. She's a time vampire. These are all cute things to me. And so like
I was gonna say something, but I'm not going to. Gonna say something about one of her illustrations, but I think that this episode is off the rails enough as it is.
No, get it further off the rails. We can do it.
No.
Okay.
I think that her cute is she. I think that she's super cute.
I don't think she's a 6.
No.
I think she's too scary to be a 6. But I think she's a 4 or above.
I think she's a 4.
AKA super cute. Right, that's what you said.
Yeah.
You think a 4? I could push to a 5.
I want to push it down personally.
No.
I don't think she's that cute.
She's so happy to be here.
She is. I mean, she is, she has a serious side. She has a suck all of your blood throughout time side.
That's why I'm pushing to 4.
Yeah.
Is because I think that her cuteness is undercut by looks at you with my big eyes in the Bond Up image. Because I'm about to kill you.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
4.
4.
4. Appeal.
This is gonna be a tough sell, I think, for Ash, who
This is a
hates
tough
looking
sell
at
on
Mirai.
people. I think Mirai is a tough sell, generally.
I've looked at all of these images and found reasons I don't want to look at them anymore. It's not about quality. It's about appeal. I think that she's like fun. I think she's fun to be around. I think that she's like just thinking about like default Mirai, how she appears around you on a normal, everyday basis at the National University of Fuuchi. I think that's kind of hot. She's a crazy inventor. She's got a little bit of like, she's got some lesbian handsomeness going on. I'm sorry, did you object to my use of the phrase lesbian handsomeness? A thing I made up right now.
You're right.
Because I didn't feel like calling her butch.
I do think that lesbian handsomeness and butch are different qualities.
They are.
Yeah, certainly.
No, I've just never thought of Mirai as being lesbian handsome. But you're kind of not wrong. She is.
She's lesbian handsome. I think she's kind of hot. But I do think that you would get sick of her quite quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's room. Well, no, because she is always bothering you to participate. I do think that like, here's my list of things, that like, I would be okay with Mirai. I would be happy to be in clubs with Mirai. She's very passionate about things. She's always doing stuff to help the clubs out. I would happy to go to parties with Mirai sometimes if it's the right kind of party. I think I would be happy to go on dates with Mirai in sort of like a cash situation. But I don't think I would move in with her. That seems like a bit much. She just like, if you regulate, I think that, I think that she can be quite enjoyable to have in your life on sort of a casual basis, but she is kind of a lot.
My pitch was already going to be 4, but I think you've solidified me on 4.
4 appeal.
I
think she's super appealing.
Appeal is, yeah.
She is stupid, but kind of in an appealing way.
Yeah.
Her stupidness is part of her cuteness, IMO.
Okay. 4 cute, 4 appeal.
4 Kinsey.
4.
Now I do have to read this line to you. From her voice lines. That says, "What's my type? I find talented beauties like Yui to be irresistible. Haha. But humans keep changing, and they never know until someone who makes them think, this is the one, appears in front of them. I don't think anyone can accurately predict the type of person they will like in the future. After all, this is currently one of the most controversial topics in the scientific community."
Hang on. Is Mirai a based feminist?
Mirai is definitely a feminist, I think, actually.
Mirai understands that sexuality is complex and flexible and changing?
My strong, firm pitch for Mirai is a 5.
Okay.
I think that a 5 fits. Cause
I think that obviously she has a preference for women. You ask her this question, which I think is fair to say you are pretty, you're probably asking it in a straight way, regardless of the player's gender. Regardless of Jianshi-sama's gender, you're asking her, what's your type? And she's like unabashedly like, I don't know, a beautiful woman.
I think Yui's kind of hot.
I think Yui Yagi's hot. which is awesome.
Wait, hang on, hold up. Oh, sorry, I can let you finish. I'll let you finish.
But I also think she's a based feminist. She understands, she's like, it's complicated. She has a whole line earlier that's like, I haven't conducted any research on the topic of love, but I'll definitely invent a compatible love partner for you one day, which I think is very funny. And so I think, like, a 5 is where I'm sitting for, like, she sort of knows what she likes, but she's not totally confident in her sexuality, but she's, like, comfortable, She's, like, she's happy where she is, but she's, like, I don't mind. I'm just happy to be here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think that this is I think, like, her baseline expectation, is that, her baseline, as I pointed out earlier, her baseline expectation does appear to be that a romantic interest will be a woman. As we've established in the second half of this episode. In Ode to Grace, she's like, you know how to sew, right? And fix clothes and put women into clothes? And in fucking, what's it called?
Point
Monologue. She's like, you know how to do ballet stretches, right? Like, you can help me with my ballet stretches.
It's because of her lesbian handsomeness.
It's because of her lesbian handsomeness. But, like, one cannot deny Mirai. I think you're correct that one cannot deny Mirai sort of the entrepreneurial spirit to, like, occasionally kiss a boy if they're interesting enough and they look enough like a lesbian.
The entrepreneurial spirit.
She's just like me for real? This is a very specific joke about my my proclivities, which don't read into any conclusions about this, because you will be wrong. Makes sense to me, doesn't have to make sense to anyone else.
I was about to say something, but I was like, we don't have to talk about this on the podcast.
We don't have to talk about this on the podcast. Anyway,
I think 445 is like, yeah. It would have been nice. I think that she's got a lot of sort of, like, non-numbers, just sort of in the normal sense of the word. I think she's got a lot of appeal as a character, and it's genuinely kind of a shame that the art directors kind of fucked her over terribly again and again and again.
Of giving her something interesting to look
hate
at
Mirai
and talk about
for no reason, and that's so sad.
Town, and only in Concept Town.
I don't know. Every outfit has, like, some bit of execution that I like, and there's enough bits that, like, there's a coherent. I wouldn't hate you. I wouldn't hate you if you liked anything. That's because I'm based in a feminist. But, like, if Mirai is your favorite character, I'm like, thumbs up. I think there's a lot to like here. It's just like the art director just hates her ass. Except in Point Monologue, where they love her ass. But in generally, sort of metaphysically, they hate her ass.
But this is also why I'm partially so pissed at Point Monologue. It's just because it's not an image of Mirai doing a thing, which is just, like, so annoying. They didn't give her an image where she's... Even KR976, who has a terrible Point Monologue image, which we're not talking about and won't talk about right now, has, like, a characterful thing happening in that image where she has a little drone because she's robots. They just put Mirai in a fucking
They just it is a shame that, like, Karen976, well, not necessarily always, but a lot of the time gets, like, little robots and little techie things, and, like, they could have made Mirai sort of like the steampunk young adult KR976.
They could have given her Bex.
Yeah, they could have given her, like, little steampunk robot things, or little steampunk robot, like, I don't know, weird arms and stuff, and, like, they just didn't do that.
Multi-crack office Faust.
Multi-crack office Mirai. Oh, man. Someday on this podcast, we're going to talk about Eve Christ, and then I'll die.
It could be next time.
it won't be next time.
It won't
but
be next time. You have a cute.
Oh, it won't be next time because we have another one to do.
Anyway, that's Mirai.
Soon,
So
maybe.
frustrating.
We'll see.
Every outfit has a thing that I like, and it almost gets there, but I'm just like, They always gotta fuck her up a little bit.
And then we don't hit the random button because we already know what the next one is going to be.
Yeah, Burb, do you want the privilege of knowing who
I
it
would
is?
love to know. I was.
I mean,
about to
normally you would see us randomize, but
Yeah.
you don't get to do that. So instead, you
Just
get.
texting you the
However, no,
The
I'm
one
gonna.
for you.
I have it. It's her.
It's her.
It's her.
It's her.
You understand why we couldn't do
Yeah,
her with you in my living room
yeah.
on many. I have very, very, very specific plans for this episode.
Lovely.
Really specific plans.
Uh-huh.
Don't worry about it.
I do specifically hope that you invite me back for a specific character, but like we'll see if and when that happens.
Perhaps our
Maybe.
guest proclivities are fickle, so we never promise anything.
Yeah.
Because
I'm hoping. Personally.
sometimes we just anyway.
Sometimes
We'll
we
see
forget
how it
other
goes.
people exist.
Thank you for being here, Burb.
Thank you
I mean,
for having me.
As I was about to say this, trampling over Burb saying a thing. Sometimes we forget that people exist while they're currently on the podcast. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, thank you for being here, Burb.
Thank you for having me. I'm very glad to be able to be here once again.
Once more.
Once more. Hopefully another time.
That's
Should
a-
we?
That's a good segue.
Uh-huh.
Into the next thing that we're doing on the podcast.
Yes. Do you want to explain, or should I
Yes.
explain? I am
the next
dying of
thing
heat
that you'll
death.
see
Okay,
on your
great.
Soulmates podcast feed will not be more normal Soulmates. That'll be back once we're done with what's the name of our
I
like
think it's
summer fun?
Unceasing Summer Fun.
Yeah.
I think the source material for this bit actually said something different, but I've said Unceasing Summer Fun so many times.
Oh,
that
yeah,
it's now
it is
Unceasing Summer Fun.
unrestrained summer fun.
Yeah, but now it's Unceasing Summer
It's
Fun.
unceasing summer fun. It's time for unceasing summer fun. Hey, remember Hot Surgery Summer? Remember how we did that
I do.
6 months into having this
I was
podcast,
there.
which is weird? Now we've had this podcast for 1.5 years. So it's weird to me that we did Hot Surgery Summer 6 months into having this podcast. Well, we don't have any surgery. But we still have a hot summer.
True.
When we really enjoyed doing the 2 special feature things that we did last time on the podcast, which is the Great Gotcha World Tour and Gone Fishing. What we're going to be doing for the next... When's the first one of these coming out? It's 2 weeks
Next
after this
week.
episode releases? Or
Next
no,
week.
next week. I see.
Yep, we go straight into it, and we have a break after it.
Right. So next week, you will see the Great Gotcha World Tour episode that
Yes,
Ivy
correct.
is hosting.
Yes.
And then you will see a Gone Fishing episode that I am hosting. And then following that, you will see a Great Gotcha World Tour episode that I am hosting.
Ooh.
And a Gone Fishing episode that Ivy is hosting. So we've both picked out games for each other. We're going to do a Great Gotcha World Tour and a Gone Fishing on the same game in these alternating weeks. And so you're going to have a whole stinking lot of podcast in your feed for 4 weeks, and then we'll have a break week after, and then we'll be back to your normally scheduled Soulmates.
Fun.
And that's our
It's-
plans.
It's 4 week of Unseason. To explain slightly more, this is when we cover different games than our sort of main season games. We have some brand new gotcha games that we're gonna talk about. We have new guests. We have old guests. We have
More specifically, we have new guest and old guest.
We have new guest. We have old guest. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for that soon. Heart.
Heart.
Oh, I'm
Yay.
gonna die of heat soon.
Yeah, and then Ivy has to turn the AC back on in her apartment.
I have to turn the AC
She and
back
Burb
on
will die.
so bad. Bye.
Alright, bye.
Goodbye.
麻雀には無限の可能性があるけど、緻密に計算すれば、一手一手を限りなく最適解に近づけられるのさ。